Spider-Man 4 could be coming to us in 2025. Keanu Reeves has scored another voice acting gig. The PlayStation Pro is around the corner, maybe? And The Rock has teased when he may be returning to wrestling. All that and more on Thrill Me Update. We're going to start with our big story. Spider-Man 4 targets a September start date on their filming. Scooper Daniel Richman from Comic Book Movies has said that Spidey could hit cinemas as early as 2025. That would be a 4-year gap from the last one, No Way Home. So to kind of put that in perspective, they need to film in September to hope to at least make that Christmas 2025, where Spider-Man No Way Home did make a buku bunch of money for Sony and Marvel. But the problem that we see here is that there is no writer. There is no director. Yes, Tom Holland is returning, and so is Zendaya. But are we getting that Marvel wanting of a smaller movie? Or are we going to get another multiverse with Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield coming out? We don't really have an idea yet what they're going to do, but we will talk more about it later this week on Thrill Me Weekly on what we think could come down the pike. Keanu Reeves has scored yet another voice acting role. He has previously been in the Toy Story franchise. He has been in Super Pets as Batman, but now Keanu Reeves will voice the role of Shadow in the upcoming third Sonic the Hedgehog film for Paramount Pictures. Fans have speculated that Hayden Christensen would voice the character following a logo reveal over the month, but John Campia's show shot down all that talk yesterday. He has said that an insider told him that Keanu Reeves is going to play Shadow in the upcoming Sonic film, but there has been no approval by Paramount. No big industries out there have said anything, but there's a great chance that Keanu Reeves is playing Shadow in Sonic 3. I don't have attachment to the characters from the Sega games. I have enjoyed the two films that have come out. I think they've done a really good job kind of mixing that child humor and adult in the same breath. And I think Keanu Reeves, if you give him this character, I've heard that he's very, monotone. He's AI-ish. He's a developed creature. I think Keanu can play that well. So looking forward to that. Okay, it's been long rumored that the PlayStation 5 Pro has an arrival date later on this year. No one's from PlayStation, no one from Sony has recognized this, but there's seems to be specs going around that the PlayStation 5 Pro is in fact coming out later this year, probably closer to October, November, as they usually do. And right now there's some rumored specs going around. The CPU will have a modest boost, a standard mode with the same as the PS5, and a high CPU frequency mode, which sees a 10% increase, but also results in the GPU being downclocked by around 1.5%. Memory is being upgraded from 448 gigabytes to 576 gigabytes. Games can be used additional 1.2 gigabytes of system memory on the PS5 Pro. I'm looking forward to this. I have a PlayStation 5. I love my PS5, but if there's a chance I could get this Pro, I think I'm going to take it, but we'll see. The last time it was definitely a, we'll say, shit show of release due to not a lot of parts to make these things. So hopefully the PlayStation Pro has a little more success rate. Our final subject of the day deals with WWE. Earlier this week, they released new title belts, new tag team title belts on their shows that look way better than the previous belt. So hopefully SmackDown will also reveal new title belts. But that's not all. The Rock over the weekend went on Instagram and he basically gave a big thank you to everybody watching WrestleMania, the success of WrestleMania. Here's a clip from it.
Sunday. Hope you guys are having a great weekend with your family, your friends, your loved ones, having a few drinks, some cheap meals, doing all the fun shit that we've earned throughout the week. It's been a while since I've stopped in. I wanted to swoop in and address and acknowledge a lot of your questions, but I will distill it down to just a few here of the ones that I've gotten all week long. Post-WrestleMania, 1 week after WrestleMania, how I felt about WrestleMania, how my body feels after WrestleMania, after that 45-minute match, and what's happening next in my world. Okay, so a few things. Number one, let me just start with thank you. Let me say thank you so much for all the incredible support going into WrestleMania, the build-up to WrestleMania. I wanted to help create the biggest WrestleMania of all time, the biggest build-up of all time, make wrestling cool again. Professional wrestling is cool again. From the final boss, I want to say thank you so much for all of your support. And we shattered every WrestleMania record this past WrestleMania. We shattered every WWE record, and we did it because of you, the fans. And we did it for you, the fans. So thank you. How my body feels after WrestleMania, banged up like a son of a bitch. But that's to be expected, and that's the world we're in.
Now, he talks about a lot in the video. He talks about his health being well. He's not seriously injured. A lot of good things, a lot of good factors that come out of this. He went on to congratulate Cody Rhodes, Roman Reigns, and Seth Rollins. He basically called him the MVP of the weekend. But he also, at the very end, teases thinking about next WrestleMania. Now, there's speculation. Does that mean that's when he's planning on going one-on-one with Cody Rhodes? Is that when he's planning his Roman versus himself match? Who knows? A lot of debate on this. But once again, something I think we'll dive deep into this week on Thrill Me Weekly this Sunday. Make sure you come back to the Thrill Me Podcast Network for more about that. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next update.